Welcome in, everybody. I'm Devin O'Day. It is time for Main Street today. What is going on in Mid-State? Well, the Mid-State is full of fun things to do, including tonight. Let's head to Wilson County. And Tommy Bryan, our Tennessee Sports Writers Hall of Fame member, is part of a very cool thing called Coach's Night Out. Take a look. Join us for Coach's Night Out every Wednesday at 6:30 with Tennessee Sports Writers Hall of Famer Tommy Bryan.
Hill, another big regional game. Maplewood at Friendship Christian, that's going to be a 7:30 kick. Lebanon at Lincoln County. Watertown at Upperman. And Mount Juliet Christian is idle this week.
You know, he was a big booster offense as well. I mean, he's a running threat and can throw it. And so, I mean, he's a big part of what we're going to do offensively coming in.
We've talked a couple of times that maybe the off week came at a really good time for your football team. Have you been able to take advantage of this off time and do a lot of work on Cumberland?
I think we definitely have, and obviously off week last week was really good because we got a lot of work on the field.
Looking forward to it, a good Saturday for college football, big-time football in a small college setting. No slash in the field on Saturday. Tim, as always, thanks for the visit.
Thank you. Go Phoenix.
Tim Mathis, head coach at Cumberland University, with us here on the third and final segment of Coach's Night Out, live from Town Square Social.
Join us in person at Town Square Social in Lebanon for dinner, or you can join us online at Wilson Post Facebook or Wilson County TV. I will suggest get anything with a smoked chicken. Oh my gosh. Town Square Social is an awesome place. They have wood-fired pizzas, wonderful place. 2 ball players from Cumberland started it, and they know what they're doing. Just going to say they know what they're doing, and you can join Tommy every Wednesday night. Let's take a look at something that just coming down the pike. I know that we've had, in some parts of the state, we've had a lot of rain. Some parts of the mid-state, we've had a lot of rain, but a lot of places it's pretty dry, and it's been a pretty dry season. And you need to know that right now we're going into October 15th through May 15th, which is a get a permit season, Burn Safe Tennessee. You can get a permit to burn outdoors. If you want to get rid of leaves and sticks and things, and you're just cleaning up your property, you can do that free of charge. You don't have to do anything. You can always go online. There's even a Tennessee app that you can get on your phone. BurnSafeTN.org has all the information, or call 877-350-BURN. That's 2876 877-350-BURN or 2876. You can find out a little bit more information. TN.gov has a lot of information about it. But here's the deal. National Fire Prevention Week is starting October 15th, and that's when you start having to get your burn permits. I didn't realize when I went online to find out things that you aren't allowed to burn. Any plant or vegetation that is not native to the area, don't do that. Plastics, we get that. Rubber, tires, stuff that you shouldn't burn anyway, because it goes into the environment, causes problems. There are ways and there's places that you can take it for recycling. They encourage recycling, but I didn't know it's also illegal to burn cardboard, newsprint, things like that, even just paper. Didn't even know that. But if you don't have a burn permit, if you don't have one, and they find you burning, they can issue a ticket, and there's even some jail time if you're found guilty of that. So just want to let you know, if you'd like to know information about that, tn.gov/news, and you can find the article there. It's very, very important that we know what's going on around. And, you know, my friend Tracy Lawrence is he worked with the fire prevention safety folks last year, and it brought up something very important. We move into this time of year, we start cooking in the kitchen again, we start making soups, we have a lot of things that we put on the stove and just kind of leave there. Okay, don't do that.
The Tennessee State Fire Marshal's Office and country music artist Tracy Lawrence urged Tennesseans to focus on fire safety. To help save Tennessee lives and property, keep up with us all year long for fire safety tips for every season and every occasion. It all starts with being fire aware. Prepare today, Volunteer State.
Hey Tennessee, it's country music artist Tracy Lawrence here. I'm joining the Tennessee State Fire Marshal's Office to remind you that you can protect your loved ones all year long with these simple fire safety tips. October the 4th through the 10th is Fire Prevention Week, Tennessee. This year's theme is Serve Up Fire Safety in the Kitchen. Staying in the kitchen using a timer and avoiding distractions such as electronics or TV are steps everyone can take to keep families safe in their homes. Remember, fire safety is the most important ingredient in every meal. Never leave cooking food unattended. Stay in the kitchen while you are frying, grilling, or broiling. If you have to leave even for a short time, turn off the stove. Keep up with the latest tips and news from the State Fire Marshal's Office on social media and at their website, tn.gov/fire. Stay safe, Tennessee.
We do want you to stay safe, and kitchen fires in this time of year. And I'll tell you something else. Tracy Lawrence always does his big turkey fry down for the Nashville Rescue Mission. And frying turkeys sends people to the emergency room and causes issues every single year. First of all, it's done outside. And second of all, do not do it with a frozen turkey. They explode. There are all sorts of things and tips, and maybe we get TL to come on and tell us a little bit about some turkey frying tips to keep us all safe going into this season. Well, let's do a few shout outs. Who is watching today? Oh, yes. What a cooling Wednesday. Yes. We have got some temperature changes, definitely for sure. Grove City, Ohio, checking in with Regina. Hi, Regina. Hi, and Lisa. Oh, good. Well, you know what, Lisa? You know what caused a fire once in my kitchen? I had a young cook that was had a group of people over, and a young cook said, I want to do the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows on top. Put it under the broiler and walked away for just a few minutes to check a phone. Well, guess what? If you put something underneath a broiler, and just like holding a marshmallow over, they are flammable. Holding it over a fire, you know how we catch those marshmallows on fire when we make s'mores? Well, that certain thing happens under a broiler and it caused a fire. And so I had to run outside. We were able to salvage it because just like if you're outside and you do that, you take that little brown or black crusty part off, and all of a sudden you've got your marshmallows and your sweet potatoes, and it's okay. But you do have to keep an eye on fires in the kitchen this season. It is also the last night for something very special, and that is the Nashville Film Festival. I remember the very first one that we ever had in Nashville, and now it's world renowned. Incredible. The Belcourt is a big center for the final night of the Nashville Film Festival. Go and see if you are a fan of great films, and a lot of those end up at Sundance. It's that kind of film festival, and Nashville is proud to have it. Got some more people checking in with us. Lisa, you seem like you know from experience. Yes, marshmallows are definitely risky when it comes to fires in the kitchen. Thanks for checking in from Newsom Station. This is important. Pizza boxes in an oven. Be careful trying to keep the pizza warm. Now, I'm going to tell you, there was a tragedy. A friend of mine had a pet sitter staying at her house. She has all sorts of rescue dogs, rescue animals. A person forgot that a pizza box was left in the oven. The whole house went up, and she was not in the house. She'd walked outside for a phone call. The house went up, and they weren't able to get all of the dogs out. Terrible tragedy happened down south of Nashville. So it's very, very important that we know the things that can really cause an issue. And let's see, checking in Tiffany Elaine Wilson, National Film Festival. Know anyone who has a film in the lineup? Any of our filmmakers that are out there, let us know if you've got a film in the very last night. Well, we're going to head over to Artemis Fest. Artemis Fest is happening this weekend. It is going to be in Madison, Tennessee. It's like a speakeasy. You don't know where it is in Madison until you buy your ticket. They'll tell you all about it and give you all the information to get there, celebrating the women in Americana music, from Jonelle Mosser and Steph Mahan and Shelley Fairchild, who we've heard from. And today we're going to check in with another artist that I was really unfamiliar with. And her name is Autumn Nicholas.
Hi, I'm Luisa Lopez, and me and my friends want to let you know that I will be playing on
October 9th at Ada Mae's Farm
at 12 p.m.
at the Artemis Fest.
I also want to let you know that I have a single coming out very soon called Dear Misty Lane. I also want to let you know that the artist that I will be playing along with is Mercy Bell, Shelley Fairchild, Steph Mahan, Jonelle Mosser, and Autumn Nicholas. And you can get your tickets right now at artemisfest.com.
Hope to see you there.
Hope to see you there. Woohoo!
I totally got her. I didn't realize I was playing Louisa's promo. Oops, I messed up. But I do have Autumn Nicholas ready to play her brand new single. She's going to be there, Artemis Fest, this weekend, artemisfest.com to get your tickets.
Secretly, it's inspiring. The uncertainty keeps us circling, and abiding by all the smoke screens. They're withholding. The fear is really not knowing. But I can't understand why we all just keep taking sides. Why can't we sympathize if we really care about each other's lives? Let's go and make it right. And standing side by side, for equal rights. Anxiety seems puzzling. Our history books really don't mean nothing. This oppression got me feeling like we're divided by a million questions. Why should we be colorblind? All this hate inside. Said I can't understand why we all just keep taking sides. Why can't we sympathize if we really care about each other's lives? Let's go and make it right. Standing side by side, for equal rights. For equal rights, equal rights. Side by side. Social media's in a frenzy, fighting just to make ends meet, living life through our phone screen, learning how to deal with lonely. Social media's in a frenzy, fighting just to make ends meet, living life through our phone screens, learning how to deal with lonely. Social media's in a frenzy, fighting just to make ends meet, living life through our phone screen, learning how to deal with lonely. Side by side, for equal rights. Side by side, for equal rights.
I knew nothing about Autumn Nicholas, just was introduced to her voice and her writing, and just incredible. She's going to be one of the featured artists at Artemis Fest. And a big thank you to Pauletta Epley, who is one of our sales experts in Robertson County. She's keeping it real. Love you, Devin. Well, I love you, Pauletta. Yeah, I keep it real because I make mistakes, y'all. People who, I always laugh because people act like, I'm going to pretend I didn't make that mistake. Why? I just don't care. We make mistakes, we promptly admit it, and then we move on. Hey, I actually subscribe to NashvilleSounds.com. I subscribe to their newsletters. And when the baseball season ends, they use the stadium and the ballpark for all sorts of different things. And then I just got a message that they're using it for something called Nitro Circus. And I thought, Nitro, I know that there's a kind of a coffee blend that's Nitro, and Nitro Circus, coffee circus. What is it about? Oh, has nothing to do with coffee. But if you are into extreme sports and you are into cycling and you've got boys at home, of course, you're going to have to also tell your boys, do not try this at home. Because I'm going to tell you a little disclaimer. When I put this next story together, I get motion sick really easy. So if you do, be really careful. It's short, but man, is it daring. Woo! Nitro Circus is coming to town. I'm telling you, I was so freaked out when I watched some of the footage that these guys put together. I think it's Robbie Williams who's coming in from Australia. He is one of the extreme sports guys. They all wear GoPros and they all share all of their footage on all of their Instagram pages and stuff. And some of it was so daring. There are some spills. These guys, they jump out of airplanes and fly into stadiums. It's crazy. But it's taking place October 15th at First Horizon Park. I hope that you'll take a look, and it'll be something. I know Lisa's just watching makes my stomach churn. Yeah, I know. It's just a little too daring for me, but they don't. I don't know if they're able to do that in the studio, in the stadium, where they can show what their GoPro sees on the big screen as they're doing the big jumps. But man, what a crazy time. If you've got kids who are into music now, you need to know about the Les Paul Foundation. They just launched a brand new website with all sorts of resources for kids and for people who want to learn more about music. les-paul.com. It's live now, brand new, and hopefully you'll take a look at it. But when we come to tell stories, we love to let you know about books and about things that are wonderful that might inspire you. I'm a big book reader, and I have subscription to Audible. Just got my new credit for the month. I have a membership, and I love audiobooks. I just finished a Rob Lowe book. It was an autobiography, stories I only tell myself, and or something like that. Anyway, the latest Rob Lowe book, but it's so good. It is so good, and hearing it in his own words. But I tell you, we had an interview a little while back with a gentleman, and the name of the book is called A Small If. And I want to remind you about this. It's a young man who, as a child, was diagnosed with a very rare form of muscular dystrophy. His spirit, talk about unsinkable, incredible. And he had a brother that passed away from the same issue and another brother who has just been diagnosed. But he determined he was going to use what life he had to inspire people and to keep going. His book is called A Small If, and he speaks all over the country.
It's so much to the point that my doctor started to advocate that I would need a metal rod inserted into my back. And so I'd argue back and forth with my doctor. and he said that he didn't want to give me any false hope, but eventually he would end up giving me a small if, that if I was able to reverse the state of my spine, wouldn't need to have a metal rod inserted into my back. So there's a sliver of hope that I would not have to have this surgery. How hard would you fight if you only had a sliver of hope? I lost my ability to walk at age 11. Duchenne muscular dystrophy is a muscle wasting disease that eats away a person's muscle as time goes on, and also will attack the heart and diaphragm muscles. Have to bury my brother Max because he suffered from Duchenne muscular dystrophy. I'm learning that his other brother has the same disease. A small if. The inspiring story of a 17-year-old with a fatal disease and a mission to cure it. What inspired me to write this book is I want to use my suffering, use my story to inspire others and to bring awareness to my disease, Duchenne muscular dystrophy. I have 13 life lessons that I learned through my life of all the suffering that I've been through, and I think that these will really help people. I really think that you'll like this book, and I really think it'll help you transform your life so that you can overcome the suffering that is inevitable to happen in every single person's life.
Elijah Stacy, what an incredible kid. He just turned 20 years old. He wrote the book. He started in his teens. He was never supposed to live that long. And he has, and he is, and he's using his life to inspire everybody. Tell you another book we just had an author on, and she was incredible. Wild and Well is an important book. You can find it locally. I'm a big proponent of bookstores. Ordering books is great. But if you're in Nashville and you don't do yourself a favor and go to Parnassus Books in Green Hills, you are missing out. It is a whole bookstore experience. There's also Harper Books off the square in Lebanon. If you've got a local mom and pop bookstore, we invite you to let us know about your books. And maybe you've got an author coming in. Maybe you've got something that you want to share with people. Maybe you're an author. We love to tell your stories of your books. And we love telling the stories of Nashville icons.
Broadway's biggest street party is back. Tootsie's 60th anniversary birthday bash. Tuesday, October the 5th. Come celebrate the anniversary of the honky tonk that started it all. Band start at noon. Admission is free.
Oh my goodness. That's going to be great. Do you know one artist that got her start at Tootsie's? Teri Clark. And every year she does usually a surprise visit when Tootsie's has their birthday. Now, I don't know if she's going to show up or not, but I do know that she showed up when her friend and fellow co-writer Erin Enderlin said, "Hey, I'm doing a video. Want to join me?" Teri Clark said yes. So Erin Enderlin, you guys know she's one of my faves. Love her to pieces. True country through and through and through and through. Well, enjoy her brand new video.
Damn thing is not working.
I got this.
If there weren't so many songs about a jukebox, I'd sing a new song most every day. No waltzes about him leaving, oh, the melodies, they come freely. If there weren't so many songs about a jukebox, and if there weren't so many songs about the bottle, or the million ways I could drink him off my mind. breaking, and honky tonks were made for fools like me. Oh, and I have no plans to change the ways I've been living. It might be different if there weren't so many songs about a jukebox. If there weren't so many songs about a barroom, about the place I go to ease my wounded pride. No barmaid would know my name. I'd find other ways to kill the pain. If there weren't so many songs about a barroom. If there weren't so many songs about a jukebox, if there weren't so many bottles on that shelf, if there weren't so many barrooms with the bar stool left wide open, I might learn to keep this heartache to myself. Oh, but everything's been said about the ways my heart's breaking, and honky tonks were made for fools like me. Oh, and I have no plans to change the ways I've been living. It might be different if there weren't so many songs about a jukebox. I might be different if there weren't so many songs about a jukebox.
You might want to get that thing fixed.
I love them. And I agree with you, Elizabeth. You might be late to the party today, but that's okay. I agree with you. Taryn, look at me. Teri and Erin Enderlin sound fabulous together. They absolutely do. And Miranda checking in. Wow, love it. Awesome song. It is. I think that Erin and Teri have, 5 co-writes on Teri's new album and several on Erin's as well. Just incredible. Coming up in the rest of the week, last night I was in attendance at one of the coolest events I have ever been to, and that is Love from Music City. It was in Gallatin, Tennessee, at Reba's old place, Cherokee Dock. It was absolutely stunning, just absolutely stunning. Puckett's did the catering. And it was so wonderful what everybody put together. Marty Rabin sang. Crystal Gale was awarded the Bill Anderson Icon Award. Pam Tillis, I swear, Pam sings. It's like somebody put a bird inside her, and her voice is like a bird. It flies out of her mouth. It's just unbelievable. Buddy Jewel. I love him. I cannot say his name without saying it twice. I love him. He sang as well. J.D. Shelburne opened the entire event with an incredible version of the national anthem. We missed T. Graham Brown. He was not able to make it because a personal illness. And so we just wish you safe recovery, T, and hope everything is well. And I got to present my friend, Charlene Tilton, with the Charlene Tilton Courage and Spirit Award. And she is totally incredible. And from now on, that award will be given to a foster child. She was a foster child herself, and just giving people something to fly with, and something to in their spirit. And this wonderful group of boys that were foster children all got these beautiful boxes presented to them with art and wonderful presents that have been put together. It was a wonderful, wonderful night. Tomorrow, we're going to have some pictures and some video footage from the red carpet, and just pop on over if you want to see the whole event, if you want to see what's going on, and you can go to Love for Music City, and they're on Facebook. You can find them there. Checking in with everybody. Oh, I love that. I love your social calendar, Jelly. Okay, you know what? Anybody can go to the events that I talk about here, because if I'm going, I'm talking about them right here, and you can be a part of anything I do. All you have to do is show up. Buy you a ticket, get you one. Oh, it's going to be so, so fun. I'm going to close the show just by saying, be safe, be kind, share. Make sure that if you're following us on YouTube, and now we're on Twitter. So if you follow us, make sure that you click the bell or subscribe or follow, so that you know that when we're going live. But the cool thing is, if you miss us live, you can watch us anytime, because we leave the shows up. Thank you so much. And remember, Wednesday is also launch date day. So see you at noon on launch date. Be safe, be kind. Remember, most of all, you are loved. God bless you. Have a great day.